Hi, everybody. It's Susie Q96. I'm not feeling real sporty today, but I'm gonna do a few penny rolls so that I can get them off my desk. That'll be just dandy. Bear with me here. I hit live before I meant to go live, so just gonna have to bear with me. Yeah, bear with me here. There we go. All right, now I'm where I should be, more or less. Oh, now I got something popping up, probably the antiviral notifications. I hate this program. It just torments me. There we go. Morning, Mikey. Scrambled eggs and sausage. Sounds good. Lucky James Eller. Good morning. Good morning. Going to the Alamo. Oh, the Alamo's cool. You'll enjoy that, Mikey, because I know your great love of history, so I know you will enjoy that adventure. I went there when I lived in Texas, when I took a little trip from Houston, and I went to the Alamo, and then I went over to Killeen and Waco, and then I went back to Houston. I gotta get my camera on the right camera so I can, oops, wrong. I don't know why my microscope is not coming up. It's lit, but it's not coming up on screen. How odd is that? Maybe I need to go in here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I can't get my microscopical to come on. Let me change it to something else. Try it a different way. Oh, yeah, it would help if I actually started the camera. There we go. Yippee-yi. Okay, now what I'm showing you here, the other day when I was doing the rolls, I got down to the last 5 pennies, and then my internet went out. So right at the end, I said I found a Wheatie. Well, this is the Wheatie that was in the end of the last roll. It's a 1957D. So I'll put it up here with the few little treasures we have found in this box so far, and open us up a new roll here. I'm going to do 6 if my eyes won't let me. I'm having my usual blurring issue. Where's my container? This was a last minute decision to do this. So get my container over here to throw the Zinkins in. And we'll just start sorting through real quick. I'm mostly just looking for Wheaties and that sort of thing right now. I'm not really doing a super search. I went over on Florida Thunder digging with Rob for a little bit this morning. Hey Scott, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We're just going to go through some penny rolls real quick. Taking all the shields out. I don't even bother to look at them on this pass through. I don't know what that is. That's a dirty Lincoln. Ew. Kind of grubbed. 1984. Anybody read that book besides me? It's a real eye-opener. It was written way before 1984, and it's amazing how much of it has come to pass. So far, we're not finding much in here. This has been kind of a box, but the thing is, you don't know. You just get what they give you and hope there's something good in there. So far, maybe 2-3 Wheaties and a Canadian, about all I've come up with out of this box. This is the third set of 6 rolls. Hey, Spray Can, how are you? I enjoyed your 1K party as long as I could stay. My eye wasn't letting me read the stuff in the stream very well, so I had to kind of give up on it, but at least I got over there for a little bit. That's what I'm working on now, is trying to work up my stamina, both with my eyes and with my ability. Well, there's getting a little bit closer. At least we got a kappa. A kappa kappa. So anyway, I got to build up my walking stamina. I did actually on Friday afternoon for about 20 minutes do a brief bit of metal detecting. It really was mostly to see what my abilities are as far as being able to walk and to dig and to see the controls on my machine. And I didn't want to overdo it. I made a little brief piece of video, which I will try to piece together later. It's just 3 little clips in my 15 to 20 minutes. I attempted 4 digs. 2 of them I never could find the things. One I think was actually a pipe or part of the irrigation system, so I gave up. The other one I simply couldn't find. And then I got a shield penny and a bottle cap. Woohoo! But I got out there and I figured out how long I can go before I have to sit down. And I will. Now I know my arms work pretty good. I can read the machine okay, but I don't have a lot of leg stamina. So I'll just have to keep working on it. I'm trying to find somebody that has one of those little mini exercise bike things like they give you when you're rehabbing from knee surgery or things like that, so I can just sit here and pedal while I watch TV. Well, nothing much in that one. There was a few coppers, and that's about it. So let's crack open the next one. Yeah, we have snow on the ground. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I don't normally even run my heat, but it was 14 degrees, and I got up and turned the heat on and warmed the place up a little because my feet were so cold, and my poor kitty cat was freezing. He likes to sit in front of the radiant heater, so I came out, turned that on, warmed the place up. But it's still only in the 20s right now. We're still not particularly warm here. 1971. That one looks like it's been into Deutsch. Shield, 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 shield. Yeah, the spray can the other night when you were doing that thing where you were raising money for me and somebody else. I had to leave before it was over, so I don't know whatever happened on that. I'm sure you do, though. Let's see what this grubby looking thing is. 1982. Put that with the coppers until I can weigh it and check it and do all that, because it is an 82. I don't know what in the world this is. Let me spin this around here. 19 something something. I have no clue. But I know it's not a Wheatie. I'm going to put it with the coppers because it kind of looks like a copper. It's got green on it. Oh. In yesterday's video, I did announce the winner of the little contest. I still haven't picked out his piece of silver, but it was Mike S. who went back and found out what I was supposed to have sent to Tiffany Twisted, which was a bag of wheat pennies, which she did not technically win. Denmo won them and told me to give them to her, but I think they got sent to Denmo. So I will just make her up another collection, and we will have Tiffany Twisted covered. I'm working on packages today, trying to clear my desk because I kind of wanting to change how I do some things and get a fresh start. So in order to do that, I have to wrap up all the old stuff first. Hi, Mississippi Mary. Oh, good. That's wonderful, Spray Can. Yeah, I know people were doing stuff on it, but I just had to go. I wasn't feeling well at all that night, and I didn't even know you were doing that until somebody sent me a text message. And so I kind of got up and went over there to see what was happening, and I sure appreciate it because this thing with my eye has really been a nightmare. There's a lot of things involved with it that my insurance does not want to cover, and I just don't know how I'm going to do it. I want to thank Archaeology Mikey. They have ordered 2 of the canvas U.S. Mint penny bags, so that money will certainly be of help. And I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm going to mention it again. I went down, got my mail out of my P.O. box, and longtime subscriber Ed Booth had sent a donation to help me pay for shipping out this last batch of packages, which I am working on finishing up today. They're probably not going to go until Tuesday because that's the day my lady that runs my errands and everything for me, since I can't drive, she will go down to the post office for me and drop them off. Well, we got a weedy, another 57D, but we finally got another weedy. It's kind of grubby, but I'll keep it anyway. Weedy is a weedy is a weedy. Welcome, Shadow Movie 3, whoever that is. I can't see. Somebody tell me who that is. Oh, my goodness. My eyes are terrible. I got in trouble this morning, guys, by one of my very favorite people. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I didn't know I was doing anything wrong, but apparently I was. I was over in... Hey, Jack! I was over in Muscle Shell's channel this morning, and you guys all know I love Muscle Shells. I just love Muscle Shell. Well, I hadn't even got out of bed yet. I was just lying in bed looking at his channel on my phone, listening to his groovy, groovy music, and a troll came in. Well, I didn't know there was a rule on his channel that you were not supposed to mention or say anything about the trolls. Well, I didn't see any, I had not seen any mods in there in the time I had been in, and so I just offhandedly said, hey, mods, there's a troll in the room. And I got jumped all over by some people. Oh, you're not supposed to. If I were you, I wouldn't mention that. And I'm like, well, why not? You know, in my channel, I don't have a problem mentioning it. I want people to know who the trolls are so they can keep an eye out for them. But anyway, I kind of got chewed out. And even after I apologized, said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was part of the rule here. Couple people still kept on about it. And so I just left. I felt bad, you know, I didn't mean to cause a problem. But I also didn't think that much reaction was necessary. I really kind of felt like I was being singled out. And so I won't make that mistake again. I'm not going to unsub or anything, but I just felt very uncomfortable in there, and I left. And I think that's the first time I've ever felt uncomfortable on Muscle Shell's live stream. But I guess I was supposed to know the rules, and I didn't. So anyway, see, I'm used to people pointing them out to me because I can't see very well. And so I don't have a problem with somebody telling me, hey, you've got a troll in your stream. I don't call them out by name. Fortunately, I have some extremely good mods, and most of the time they have already booted them out before I even know they're there. So, but that was how my day started out. I wasn't even out of bed yet. So, oh well, this too shall pass. But I'm letting you guys know, if you see one and you're a mod, just kick them out. You know what kind of link things they post. That's why I have you wonderful people. Oh. There's Les. Ah, hey, Les. I found something groovy to send you, Les. I think you'll like it. And I hopefully won't have a problem with customs on it. So I got it over here on my table. I just got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. But I have already spent I think it was like $30-40 trying to send Les something, and customs keep sending it back. Won't let it through. I don't know why. It's nothing that is I can't find any reason why they shouldn't be letting it through. And I do have a ticket filled out with our postal service trying to find out why. But in the interim, I'm just going to send him something else that I don't think I'll have a problem with. I discussed it with my local postmaster, and he doesn't think I'll have a problem. So someday, Les, you will get something from me, I hope. So anyway, this roll hasn't produced much. Well, we did get that one 57D. Yeah, today is my aunt's birthday. She is 101 years old. She is the oldest of the 15 children in my mom's family. So I've already talked to her today. But happy birthday, Aunt Alice. You're amazing. Oops. Yeah, I'll get it figured out, Les. I don't know why they would not let me send that particular item, but I'm working on finding out though, because I just want to know. Well, we've been through 3 of the 6. So far, we got a Wheatie. Let's see what else is happening in here. 3 down, 3 to go. Hi, Jimmy. How are you? Everybody that's hanging out, watching me open these pennies. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. If you're not subscribed, if you're not scribbled into my channel, get scribbled into my channel, please. Okay, we got another pile of pennies here. Shield. I just pick the shields out as I see them. I don't even put them under the scope. I just put them over here in this box with the other shields. Little troublemaking Zinkins. I hate them. I hate them. Worst coin ever minted by the United States. Although I did see something pretty cool yesterday. I was watching a video from Diggin' SoCal, which is Southern California. And it was not a metal detecting video per se. It was them making epoxy coasters using all of their chewed up zinc pennies. And it's pretty cool and it looks pretty easy to do. And I was thinking you could do that with any coin or any kind of odd little pieces of jewelry or that kind of thing that you found metal detecting. So if you think that might be something you'd be interested in, go over and check Diggin' SoCal. It's a fairly recent video, so you should be able to find it. I don't have the link for it right here handy. I just happened to think about it. I went into watching strange videos mode yesterday. It was so cold and nasty, and my internet kept going out. And then it would come back on, and then it would go out. And I was just I wasn't feeling well, so I started watching. I watched some metal detecting, and then I watched some vintage ice skating movie videos from the 80s and 90s. Because I just kind of wanted to catch up on this one skater that I really liked. And so I watched a few of his videos. I liked to, when in the 80s is when they first started letting the ice skaters skate to rock and roll songs. And I was trying to watch some of those yesterday to see how they interpreted the rock songs on ice. It was pretty interesting. This roll is not producing anything either. This has been a really slow box. not giving me much here. When I get to the end of this roll, I'm going to leave you for just a couple of seconds because I forgot to bring my coffee with me. Ooh, looky, looky! 42! We got us a 42 Wheatie! Woohoo! It's a little grubby, but so far that's the oldest coin we found in the roll. Got a 42 Wheatie. Looks like it might have been in the Deutsch. Got a lot of scratches on it, but hey, she's a Wheatie. So thank you, box, for giving me that. Appreciate it. I've been putting all the treasure aside. There's a 60D, so close. I have my little file over here with Wheaties in it. Shield it. 73 copper. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with all the copper. Okay, I got about 10 left in this box. Then I'm going to go find my coffee. I am keeping the copper right now, but I don't know what to do with it. I kept a bunch before and nobody seemed to be interested in it, so I ended up rolling it and take it back to the bank. But I am sorting them into a separate container. Again, I have this big white plastic jug that I am putting it in. When I fill it up, I'll decide what I'm going to do with them. Hey, Scratcher, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Slow afternoon here in southwestern Virginia. It's pretty cold outside. Yesterday and this morning's snow is still on the ground. Not much of a day for doing much of anything except sorting through pennies. Let me grab my coffee, folks. Not very far away. Hi, Em. I disturbed M3. He was curled up in front of the heater. I guess I displaced him momentarily. All right, now I got my coffee. I've been trying to drink this coffee for 2 hours. All right, got a couple more rolls to go. Let's see. Come on, open up here. And there's another roll open. Let's see if there's any excitement in here. Copper. Shield. Shield. Yeah, I was so mad, and I finally got to go on my little mini detecting thing for the first time since November. And what do I find? Shield penny. Nah, I wasn't too excited about that, I guarantee. But I learned what my weaknesses are that I have to work on as far as my physical stamina in order to be able to get out there when the weather is better. I'm not sure what the effect of my new glasses are going to be, but it was mostly a stamina test. I knew I wasn't going to stay out longer than just a I do have a thermos cup, but this coffee was so hot that I had to let it sit for a little while. I was gonna put some ice in it as suggested by James Eller, and then I thought, "Why don't I just open the window and hold it outside for a minute?" Uh, but no, I just forgot to bring it over here when I decided at the spur of the moment that I was gonna do these, pennies, and I just forgot to bring it with me. It wasn't a temperature issue or anything. I just got over here, got all situated, hit the live button on StreamYard, and then realized I didn't have my coffee. So it's actually just about right now. It's not cold, but it's not burning my mouth when I take a sip either. I have cut way back on my coffee drinking because I started having some problems with irregular heartbeat or AFib. And now that we've got my medication straightened around on that a little bit, I thought I would treat myself to a cup today. I have changed to a very small cup. All right, Spray Can, thank you so much for coming by to see me. You know I love you, neighbor. Mwah! Yeah. Spray Can beat me to 1,000. I think pretty much everybody has beat me to 1,000 because every time I get close and I get sick, YouTube comes in and takes away subs and view time. And somebody's been out there, and I think it might be Mikey, I'm not sure, but somebody's been out there trying to get me some subs lately because I got several over the last few days. I'm not quite sure where they came from, but I sure appreciate them. Uh, but once I get my glasses, I'll be able to go around to people's channels a lot more. I just, it's so hard because I can't really read everything that is in the stream. And if you have a really busy channel and the stream is like going by really fast, I can't keep up because it's my right eye that got messed up, and the live stream tends to flow on the right side of the screen. And so it's, I don't have my new glasses yet, and I just can't follow what's going on. And then I get frustrated and my eye gets tired because I'm trying so hard to keep up. And so I've gotten into the habit of at least trying to come in, say hi to whoever stream it is, say hi to my subscribers so they know I'm still among the living. And that's about all I can do right now. It's supposed to be another week or so before the glasses get here. And now I've got specialists and insurance people arguing over whether or not they're going to allow me to go to another state to see a very rare specialist that I need. Oops, I don't know where that penny went. I'll find that one later. I was aiming for the copper bin, but I think I got the floor. There's a 70. And a dirty one that looks like it came from metal detecting that I cannot even tell. But it has all the appearance of being a really crappy zinking. So I'm just going to throw it in with those. And I got one more roll over here. I hope we find something in this roll. I do. And once I finish up the rest of these packages, I will have a count on how many of the mint bags I have left. I know I have several of them going out. A couple that were given away, and and 3 that donations were made for. So, all right. Then I'm keeping 1 of each, and whatever's left is what I can use to try to raise money towards my surgical adventures. Yeah, really, Les, you have that exactly right. That is such a perfect comment. I'm going to put it right up there for everybody to see. Well, there. Back to the bank before they rot away. That is it. They are awful. Ooh, we got a weedy. We got a weedy. I don't know what yet. 57D. That's the 3rd 57D out of this box. But it's a weedy. I'm happy with that. Anything that is something different. There's a 83. Right on the cusp of Zinkins. 71D. Yep, we got a weedy. I'm always happy when I find something besides zinc. I hate these dumb Zinkins. Copper. Zinky. Stinky Zinkies. 5 pound. I don't know what, I think they might have pulled this video that I'm going to tell you about because I can't find it now. But a while back, I stumbled on a video where some guys figured out how to extract the copper from the inside of the zinc pennies. And they were showing people how to do it, and I don't think it was strictly legal. And it disappeared. The video, I think, is gone now. But it was interesting. I don't know if I would have wanted to go through that much effort for the little bit of copper that's inside the zinc, but they were doing it. I guess if you had enough pennies, it would maybe be worth something. But yeah, I tried to find that the other day and I could not. So I'm thinking either they pulled the video or YouTube pulled the video, depending upon how legal that process was. Copper lives matter. Hello, try again. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yay! Looky there. We got us another Wheatie. Anybody want to take a guess on what year this Wheatie is before I flip her over? I'll give you a second or two to see how smart you are. Last time I did that, Mikey got it. I don't know how he does it. I just don't. Psyche Mikey. That's it. I think he's psyche. Or psychic or psycho, but he's good at that stuff. Okay, Mikey says 42. Les says 44. Anybody else want to take a guess before I flip it over? While I'm waiting for you to do that, I'm pulling the rest of the zinkers out of here. 57D, that would have been my guess, Les, because I seem to be turning up a number of those. All right, let's see what we got. And it is... Ooh, we're all wrong. It's a 51D. This penny's older than I am. How about that? We got a different year. Yay. All right. Good job. Put that up there. Heck, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I might do a couple more rolls. because I really want to. I took this out of my birthday money. There's a 61D, close but no cigar. I hadn't gotten a box of pennies for a long time, and the car wash where I get the car wash quarters has been closed. Once the weather gets to below about 40, they close it and winterize it because they don't want the pipes and all the plumbing to freeze up. So I wasn't able to get quarters right now, and I need to get a couple more empty state quarter books, and I haven't been over to the hobby store, so I decided to get this box of pennies. I enjoy pennies. I started my collection with pennies when I was a teenager. And how that worked out was when I was 15, my mother worked at a grocery store pretty much my whole life. And when I was 15, ooh, there's a Lincoln, one of his history ones. Anyway, when I was 15, I got a job working for the same grocery store chain, but I didn't work in the same store with my mother. However, my supervisor had been her supervisor, so at one time. So I had kind of known him my whole life, and he was very nice about letting me buy coins that were in my till. Like if somebody spent a mercury dime or a silver quarter, once in a while I'd get an Indian head. Some of them would be customer spent, some of them would be out of my coin rolls, but I could put them aside and he would let me buy those coins out of the till because he thought it was pretty cool that a kid collected coins. So I started out with pennies because that was what I got the most of, was Wheaties, but I did get an Indian head. And most of my coin collection got stolen by a drug addict, but they did not get my penny books. My penny books were at my mom's house. Unbeknownst to me, I thought they were gone. I thought they were gone with the rest of it. But when my mother passed away, yeah, I know it's a zinker, but I've been putting together little sets of those Lincoln commemorative ones. I give them to kids. They think they're cool. Well, I'm gonna pull a few more rolls out because I'm feeling pretty good. I can do a couple more. But anyway, I thought my pennies were long gone. And then after my mom died, I was packing up her house and I found my penny books stuffed in the back of her linen closet. Yeah, well, the same person that stole my coin collection is the number one suspect in stealing a donation jar off of a bar, and the donations in that jar were to buy a tombstone for one of our friends that passed away, and that money also vanished. So we had to come up with it all over again. Karma's a bitch, though. That person ended up passing away from cancer at a very young age, and I am thoroughly convinced it was because her karma was severely damaged by the terrible things she did to people. And everybody thought, oh, she's so cute, she's so sweet. No, she's not. She's a drug addict who is taking advantage of you people, but you're too stupid to see it. I don't wish anybody death, but I'm telling you, that was her karma coming back on her. But anyway, I did find my pennies in the back of my mom's linen closet. I have no earthly idea how they got there. But I still have my original penny collection from when I was a teenager working in the grocery store. And not, it's still not 100% complete. That's one of the things I want to work on, is making a list of what I still need to finish those. And then my friend Tommy, that passed away about 3 years ago, I ended up with his pennies, which were way less complete than mine, but I'm going to try to fill those in. I've kept his are in his book, mine are in my books. But anything that I fill in with his collection, if it's from my coins, I put it in the book backwards so that I know it was not part of his original. I don't know what I'm going to do with his, but he didn't have any children. He has one nephew, but I'm not sure that I want to give it to that child. But somebody will end up with it. We just have to wait and see. Come on, roll. Give us something here. Something, something, something. Penny, penny, penny. We need something better than this. I mean, copper's okay, but it's not really what I'm hunting here. 61. Getting close, but no cigar on those Wheaties. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's a good sentence. Drugs, steel, restraint. Yeah, and that girl, uh, several people in that group of acquaintances had drug problems and alcohol problems. And this girl, when these people would straighten up and try to do the right thing, she would be the first one to show up at their front door with a bottle of booze or some dope and get them hooked again. So she would have somebody to party with and somebody that she could persuade into buying drugs for her. So I know of at least 4 or 5 people that actually died because of her. One of them actually died. They found him dead on her sofa. I don't know how she talked her way out of that one, except that her family was wealthy. She had gone through all of their wealth and was now working on everybody else's. But, I mean, the guy they found on her couch, he was from a family of millionaires too. I just don't understand how people can be that way, but she didn't fool me. Not a bit. And it was only after a number of people had passed away did some of the other people around her start catching on that, yeah, she really was less, but she was a little tiny, petite, little, like 4'11", 80 pounds. She looked like a little doll baby, and her family was known to have a lot of money. So people gravitated towards her. And I guess because I came into knowing her later, I could see where they could not. I mean, some of them had known her since kindergarten, first grade, gone to school with her. They just couldn't believe that she was anything but a little sweetie pie. And then when they were all addicted to drugs, they didn't really care. As long as she showed up with alcohol and drugs, she was their best friend. And it is sad how many people died because she would just, like I said, they'd get cleaned up. There was one guy, I kid you not, I took this guy to rehab 15 times. And every time we would get him cleaned up, he'd come out and he'd get a good job, and then she'd show back up in the picture and bring him drugs and alcohol, and pretty soon I'm driving him back down to the rehab again. So it really didn't surprise me that she stole from me. I was not exactly her number one cheerleader, but I wish she'd have stolen something besides my coin collection. That was kind of personal. And yeah, but when she stole the money for a dead man's tombstone, that's when some of them finally said, "Oh, wait a minute now, that's too low even for me to overlook." And it was kind of funny that these people were so blinded by her community status and money that they did not realize that she was robbing all of them blind in one way or another. Sad deal. But that's one of the reasons I'm not so easily fooled on things. Yeah, I don't care about that word. I say it. I try not to, because sometimes I do have kids in here, but I say that S word sometimes. Especially if I stub my toe. Sometimes I even call M3 that word. M3 has this annoying habit. I love my cat, but he has an annoying habit. And his little annoying habit is that he wants treats and toys 24/7. And if I'm trying to do something else, or I don't feel good and I'm just trying to sit in my chair, and he will come up and bite me and run like heck. And usually when he does that, I will say that S word. I don't know how to break him of that habit. And I feel bad for him because when I got sick and I was in the hospital for a long time, and he had different people coming in and feeding him and taking care of him. And then I came home and I didn't look the same and I didn't act the same, and he's had a real hard time adjusting to the new mommy. So he's gotten a little bit too spoiled for his own good. He has learned, however, that if I'm sitting in my chair, that he's only supposed to get up there on my lap if I put his blanket on me. And the reason for that is the little stink will dig his claws into my kneecaps and it hurts. He's a little stinker. Actually, he's a big stinker. M3 weighs almost 15 pounds, which is another reason why I can't just keep letting him have more treats and more treats. He's already bigger than my neighbor's dog. All right, well, I opened one more, so I guess I'm going to do it. 60/90. Shield. Really dirty penny that looks like a shield. It is a dirty shield. Shield. There's a lot of shields in this one. Let me pick all this garbage out of here first. All this S word out of here, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of S. goodness. Yeah, I got rid of some of them. I don't see anything real promising in this stack, but we'll go on through them anyway. My container's getting filled up. Hey, it's Friday on Sunday. How you doing? Thank you for popping in. If y'all would make sure you've hit the thumbs up, that would be a handy dandy thing to do. We're just going slowly through a bunch of credit coins. Found a few Wheaties, not much. Oh my goodness, that looks gross and disgusting. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'm gonna go back to working on getting my remaining packages done. Like I said, they probably will not be going out until Tuesday, when I have someone who can run them up to the post office for me. I could put them right out here in the lobby for the mail person to pick up, since I already have, put the postage on them. But frankly, I don't trust some of the people in my building. We got this one lady. I feel bad. I think she needs to be in assisted living or even a nursing facility. She picks up things that don't belong to her, but I don't think she does it maliciously. I think she thinks if it's sitting in an open area, it's free. I don't know. But for that reason, I don't put them out there. I take them down to the PO, and I get a receipt that has all the tracking numbers on it, and that way I can keep pretty good track of what's happening. So I'm going to try and finish up all the packages that I have here and get them off my desk, and then I'm going to figure out how I am going to proceed with my channel. More coffee needed. Yep. Coffee is good. Well, I don't smoke. Whoever said that about nicotine is hard to beat. I quit smoking about a week after my 55th birthday. I was at a friend's house for his birthday, and when I got ready to leave, I had $5. I was driving a gas guzzling car that was on E, my beloved and now gone 5-liter Mustang, and I had 2 cigarettes left in my pack. Well, something was going to have to give because I didn't have any income, and so I took the $5, and gas had just hit $4 a gallon. Cigarettes had just hit $4 a gallon, $4 a pack. So I had a choice. What was I going to do with my $5 bill? So I got $5 worth of gas, and I went home. I smoked my last 2 cigarettes, and that was the last 2 cigarettes I ever smoked in my entire life. Was it easy? No. And my obnoxious friends made it even harder, because at that time I was playing acoustic music with a friend of mine at a little open mic coffee house thing up the street, and some of the people there were a-holes, and they knew I was quitting, and they would come up and blow smoke in my face or offer me cigarettes, and I mean, it was just rude. And somehow I managed to not give in, and I was 55 then, and I just turned 69 last week. So Been a long time since I had a cigarette. The smell of them doesn't even bother me anymore. The lady that comes and cleans for me, she is a smoker, and I can smell the cigarettes on her, but it doesn't bother me like it did when I was trying to quit. I will tell anyone who is trying to quit, there is one thing that helped me tremendously, and it has to do with part of the content of it, but pineapple. If you can eat pineapple, for some reason, it really helps the tobacco craving. I'm also going to tell you something that might scare you a bit if you are a smoker, and that is there's a disease, a gastrointestinal disease called ulcerative colitis. Now, it has been determined that nicotine masks the symptoms of ulcerative colitis. People have died because of this. And it takes, when you quit smoking, it takes a year or two for all of the nicotine and stuff to work its way out of your system. And had I not stopped, I would have died from ulcerative colitis. In fact, I actually did quit breathing in the ER from complications of it. But so if you quit smoking and then you start having gastric issues, go get checked out ASAP, because it's a bad thing. I'm almost done with the last roll that I took out of the box, and I'm not getting anywhere with it. This roll has been pretty much unproductive. Got about 10 pennies left, and then I'm gonna go, because my eye's starting to twitch a little bit. I don't want to overdo anything. So close and yet so far. And then I get to roll all this junk up, take it all back. Almost done. Ew, I don't know what that is. Nasty, that's what that is. And the last one was a shield. So, we are done. Now, I'm going to go back to, first I'm going to dump these in the copper bottle, because my little copper container is full. There they go, into the copper. All right, now, let's see what I have set aside so far from the penny box. Not a lot, that's for sure. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning. See what these are and why did I set them aside. Okay, we got a 56 Wheatie. Don't know why I set that aside. That might be one of the ones I dropped and just fell over there. And this one, 74S, saving the S's. One of the 57Ds. $19.44 Wheatie. $42 Wheatie. 51D Wheatie. I got more than I actually thought I had so far. 57D, another one of those. Another 57D. Don't know why I would have set that aside. Oh, yeah, I do. I know why I set it aside. Because someone had punched a hole in it. Why? I don't know. And then here's the one from Lincoln's Life series thing. And here is a 51 Wheatie. A 52 Wheatie. And something is missing because there's supposed to be a Canadian up here. It may have gotten pushed back. I don't. It's here somewhere. There is one Canadian. Don't know why that's up there. There's our Canadian. I knew it was here. A 2006 Canadian. So those are kind of what we have found in the box thus far. There's still over half of the box left to search. You see what these other pennies laying around up here are, so I can get them. I have no idea why I would have kept that. Some of them are just ones that I dropped. This one I kept just because it was pretty nice looking 1970. There's a 44D Wheatie. A 59 that just looks really nice that I want to check the books. And this is one of the two weird 75s that we can't tell if they're D's or S's. There's another one around here like that as well. So, oh, I think I just found the other one. Nope. So that's our finds so far. Oops, I threw that in the wrong tub. Oh well. It's just copper. It's nothing important. Alrighty, so that's where we're going to pick up next time. And my go back to the bank container is full, so I'm going to probably roll some coins tonight while I watch YouTube. So that's it for now. I'll try to be back with you tomorrow. I don't know what time. It just depends on when my body allows me to do these things. It's hit or miss with me anymore. But anyway, I appreciate all of you coming by. Oh, excuse me. And please hit the thumbs up and the subby dubby on your way out. And I'll see y'all later. I thank y'all very much for coming. Much love. Bye-bye.